Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Am I audible? Is my voice on screen is clear to all of you guys? Please confirm to me. Am I audible? Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Am I audible? ఎప్పుడు అయిపోయినాయి. Right. Good morning, guys. Alright, sir. Now check it what we completed in the last session. What topic here we understood there? So I think so we are discussing about introduction part. In introduction overall the topics are Java history, differences between Java and others. For some of you these two topics are not yet covered. I will cover these two topics later on, don't worry. For some of it was covered already. Then Java features onwards we have discussed there. Java features. For the Java features, Java naming conventions, the topic we completed in the last class. Okay. If we understand the Java naming conventions, the topic, right, then what exactly the points here I've discussed there in the last session. Right, Java is a case sensitive programming language wherein Java applications there is a separate recognition for lowercase letters and uppercase letters. Clear? Okay. Right. Capital ABC is not equals to small ABC. Right, sir. To use lowercase letters and uppercase letters separately, Java has provided a set of conventions. What are the conventions that Java has provided to use lowercase letters and uppercase letters separately? All Java classes names, abstract classes names, interfaces names, enum names must be started with the uppercase letters and the subsequent symbols must also be uppercase letters. In a simply speaking, every word must be started with an uppercase letter. That's it. Examples here are given. String S is capital. String buffer S and B are uppercase letters. Input stream reader I, S and R are what their uppercase letters. Next one. All Java variable names must be started with a lowercase letter, but the subsequent symbols must be what their uppercase letter. Means that first word, first symbol is what their lowercase letter. Second word onwards, every starting symbol is what their uppercase letter. In, out, ERR, all these are like what their single words. So started with lowercase letter. Page context, two words are available. P is small and C is uppercase letter. Body content, B is small and C is capital. At temp, EMP, ADTR and permanent student address, there we can identify. First word, first symbol is lowercase letter. Second word onwards, every symbol is what there. Every starting symbol is what there, uppercase letter. Method convention and variable convention both are same. No changes on it. All Java method names must be started with a lowercase letter and the subsequent symbols must be uppercase letters. Alright, so concat is a method name where C is small. For name, for and name, two things are available where F is small and N is capital. Get input stream reader. In all these method names, first word, first symbol is what there, lowercase, and the second word onwards, every starting symbol is what there, uppercase letter. In Java, constant variables must be provided in uppercase letters only. In a thread class, some predefined constants are available. Like what are the predefined constants in thread class? No, min priority, norm priority, max priority. Okay, right. So then after that, all Java package names must be provided in lowercase letters. Java.io, Java.awt.event, Java x.servlet.jsp.tag.ext. All these are like what their predefined packages. They are given a small note. What is that note here are given there? Understand it? No. All the above conventions are mandatory for the predefined library. When we are writing predefined library, we must follow these conventions. Otherwise, we will get some compilation errors. But these are optional for user-defined library. Even though they are optional for user-defined library, they are suggestible for user-defined library. Finally, what is the conclusion I am telling now? Try to follow these conventions for both predefined library and user-defined library. Understand it, Keno? Whether it is mandatory or optional, that doesn't matter. It's a good programming practice to follow these conventions in our programs for both predefined library as well as what their user-defined library. Leave it. After that, now today we have to start the new topic, that is what their Java programming format. Right, sir. And one minute of time. People are asking to me the classroom notes. Yeah, this is the document notes. Daily classroom notes we are able to get here. Now try to take this one minute of time. Just now try to take this. If any of you are new today, just you can take at least image of it. This is daily classroom notes. Whatever the notes I prepared here, it is available here. Then try to take it. All right, simple. Easily we can remember the link https://tinyurl.com/core java 830. Yes, all of you are okay? All right, sir. Can I move forward? Already you have taken, right? Fine. All right, sir. Now let's move on to the next part here. All of you understand it? Yeah. Java programming format. I feel we are very good at C programming language. Am I right? We are very good at C programming language. Right? People are not answering for my question. Good or not? I'm sure I will not ask any questions to you. Just say yes or no. Good or bad? Average. Huh? Okay. Right, sir. Good. Arey yaar, why we are having these many states now? Good, bad, average. Is it any movie review? Huh? Just whether you know it or not. That's it. If you know at least something, just that you know. If you don't know anything, that you don't know. That's it. It's very clear. Understand it now. All right. If you want to write any C program, definitely there we need to follow some structure. We have to follow some structure if you want to write any C program. Am I right or not? Yeah. What structure here we are going to follow? What is the structure here we are going to follow to write C program? First, we have to provide macros, routines or macros, something else. Native content is available, something else. After that, hash define statements. After that, hash include statements. After that, structures, storage registers and structures. After that, user defined functions. Finally, at the end, main function. Is it? That means one after another, nearly 5 or 6 elements are provided in a structured manner in a particular direction. That is a structure of the C programming language. That is exactly the structure of the C programming language. Got it? What I'm telling to you? It's okay, fine. That's nice. Clear. But my requirement is what? If you want to write Java program, if you want to write any Java program, there also we have to follow a particular pattern, a particular structure. Here we have to follow. What exactly the structure here we have to follow to write Java programs? I'll give some clarity. Observe carefully. To prepare Java applications, we have to use the following structure. And one more point I'm telling that this is a structure for only a simple Java program. Don't compare this structure with our enterprise application. Enterprise application is having its own structure, its own rules and regulations. Concept is same core Java, but rules and regulations are different. The format is going to be different. Where number of folders we are going to prepare. But in core Java programs, a simple basic Java program, if you want to write, what exactly the structure here we have to follow. Right. Understand all of you know? Observe carefully. In this structure, we are having nearly 5 elements. What are the 5 elements here we are having there? Comment section, the very first one. Comment section. Next one is after that package section. After that import section. After that classes or interfaces section. And finally main class section. These are all like what there. These are all the parts inside the Java program. First one is a comment section. Next one is what there package section, import section, classes or interfaces section, main class section. These are all the elements what we are having. Okay. All right. Out of all these, what I'm telling now, here comment section is optional. Comment section is what there optional. Package section is also be optional. Import section is also be optional. Classes or interfaces section is also be optional. But the main class section is what there mandatory. Main class section is what there mandatory. Everybody understand this points clearly? These are the various sections here we are having there comment section, package section, import section, classes or interfaces section, main class section. Out of all these sections, comment section, package section, import section, classes or interfaces sections are optional, but main class section is what there mandatory. That's enough. This is exactly the programming format what we are having. All right. To prepare Java applications, we have to use the following structure. Now, here our responsibilities were there. Understanding each and every part. Understanding each and every part is our responsibility, at least basics. Out of all these 5 sections now, first 3 are important to start programming in Java. So definitely I will discuss more content on first 3. Last 2, classes or interfaces section and main class section, namesake only. Why? Because they will be covered in object orientation effectively. But basic definitions only I'm going to give as of now as part of this programming format. But complete information I will cover them in object orientation. I'll have you understand it clearly now. All right, sir. Now come for our content here. First of all, let us understand comment section. All right, sir. What is the first one again? No, comment section. So what is this comment section actually? What is the purpose of this comment section? But more concentration, all of you know. Say for example, so you are the persons you are learning Java here. Maybe after a few months of time, we are going to complete your Java total. Before that, one fundamental question I'm asking to you, answer for it. Basic question for all of you know. Tell me, sir, why you are learning Java now? Why you are learning Java? Sir, why you are asking this question now? I have a doubt now. Why you are learning Java now? Now tell me. Might be some reasons you are having. No, sir. Actually, what happened? I completed my BTech just a few months back, 1 or 2 months back. I stayed at my home. My next house, people are coming to my home, and every day they are asking to me what you are doing, what you are doing, what you are doing. I'm unable to give response for them every day. That's the reason why today I came to Hyderabad. That's why I'm attending these classes now. Is it the reason? Maybe. Some people are having some different problems. They completed graduation maybe 4 years back. Parents are searching for a girl to get married. We went for shooting. You already aware about it, right? Shooting places, no, right? Then where female side people are inquire about me. They found it, no job. Then that match was rejected because of no job. So because of getting married only, I need to get one job. That's why I came to Hyderabad and Durgasoft today. Is it the reason? Huh? At my home, my brother is working with IBM. He is earning nearly 60,000 per month. And my mother, everybody looking differently at my face now. Yes, na? This may be the reason. I think you are connected with me. Huh? No. See, the final thing is what there. Once we completed our courses, the main intention of learning all these classes is what there to get a job. For getting job only, right? That is our final ultimate target. We have to get job. Understand it clearly. Okay, assume it for example, you completed courses successfully at Durgasoft. You went for some interviews. Then up to 5 interviews you are not selected. In sixth interview you selected, for example, your company say for example TCS, good company. Okay, satisfied with that. You selected with the TCS. Okay, you joined with the TCS. Nice. First 1 month of time training period. There might be the training period also at different locations. At Trivandrum or maybe something else like Ooty or maybe 3 locations they are giving some training spots, training centers. After completion of 3 months of training, actually in TCS, I think so. As per my awareness, 3 months of time training period at different locations. After completion of 3 months of time, they will ask you at which location you are willing to work. You may specify your native, might be near to your native places. They are going to specify the locations. Mainly, most of the people are going to select the locations are Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Pune, max. Noida, maybe. All right, then we are going to select a particular location. Then they are going to give information there. 3 months of training you completed successfully. In the next Monday, you have to be report on this particular location, on this particular company, on this particular branch, where the HR person is like what? One particular name. Exactly on that day, you have to go to the company. There we have to report yourself. Okay, that HR person introduce you to a particular team, and he assigned a particular team also for you. There already some project is going on. Then that HR will introduce you for a team lead. Then team lead will give shake hand. Then he says welcome. After that, he will assign some work. From that point onwards, our actual movie will start. Right? Up to this is what their honeymoon period. Are you aware about it? Up to this phase is what their honeymoon period. Then you can enjoy your life, right? Once you started your work there in the company in a particular project, from that point onwards, actually, serial stories will start. Family stories will start. And I'm not discouraging you, but thing I'm telling there, that responsibility will come, right? You have to work. Without having work, life is cold. With work, definitely you are responsible for some work. Responsible in the sense, definitely we should have monitoring over it. And somebody else will monitor you also. Then we have to submit your status to the respective person. Okay? That's the point I'm telling to you. Definitely, all of us are hardworking people only. No doubt. See, your success rate is 80%, definitely, and I'm sure if you are getting any work from any team lead, definitely 80% of the chances are available to complete your work on moment. No doubt for that. Don't discourage about my words now. Just normal I'm telling there. But responsibility, whenever we have taken responsibility, definitely we have to fulfill it. Okay, good. You are responsible now. You are in a particular project. Even to take you into the project also, maybe some client interviews are also be going on there. Client interviews are going on there also. We have to attempt some interviews. They're purely technically they are going to check whether you are dynamic or not. If you're okay, then only you are going to be in. Otherwise, you are going to be on bench. But how long we are going to be on bench? If you're not selected in any project there, if you're not selected in any other projects, up to 6 months of time we are in bench. I think so now bench time is reduced at present. If you're at 3 months of time in bench, definitely they are going to move your profile to firing stage. Situations are going on like that. Why? Because how they are going to give money to you without having any work? Okay, fine. Think about it. That is the remaining part here. But the point is, what you joined with a particular project, client interviews and everything you completed. You joined with a particular project. We joined with a particular team. The first time, very first time, we are going to do coding in our project. The very first time we are going to start our coding in our project. If the organization is a standard organization, just before going to start our coding part, our team lead or team manager has to send some welcome note to you. In that welcome note, he has to give some coding standards. In that welcome note, that team leader, maybe team manager, has to send some coding standards, a set of points about to write coding. Right, where one of the point in the coding standards, one of the point is what? Whenever we are going to start our implementation part, whenever we are going to type our code, whenever we are going to start our implementation part for a particular target, for a particular requirement, before that, just specify or provide some description about your implementation, what we are going to provide. Provide some description about your implementation, what we are going to provide in that particular Java file. When it is a case, no, before going to start our implementation, it is responsibility of you to provide some description about the implementation. To provide that description before starting our code, to provide description about our implementation, there we have to use what there comment section. To provide the description before going to start our implementation, we have to use what there comment section. That is the purpose of the comment section. Say for example, I have taken a Java file transactions.java. I need to start implementing the transactions code. Before starting that, just I have to give some description. What description here we have to provide? Other name in the sense who is developing this code. Developer name. Other name is what there? Developer name. Who is the author for this particular code? Other name. Next one is objective. What is that? Objective. What is the meaning of it now? For what purpose we are writing this particular implementation? Now I am going to implement the transaction related code, which simplifies withdrawal operation, transfer funds operation, deposit operation, all the things now. Just some objective. After completion of this, if possible, module details, in which module we are preparing this implementation, if possible, project details or client details, if possible, team information, under which team here we are working this particular content, if possible, since from which date onwards we are started this implementation, if possible, we are going to specify the deadline for this particular one, when you are going to complete it, from where we started, from which date we started, at what time we are going to complete it, something else. But all these things are not mandatory, everything is optional, but better to specify all the information here now. To provide this type of information before starting our implementation, there we have to go for what there comment section. Guys, all of you follow my point or not? What I'm telling you now. In a simple statements, tell me what's the purpose of comment section? What's the purpose of comment section? Simple statement I required to provide some description about our implementation. That's it. What's the purpose now? To provide some description about our implementation. What the description includes? The description is including what? Author name, objective of the implementation, client information, and modules details, project information, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Any type of data we can provide. That doesn't matter. No limitation for it. But meaningful data, valid data, we have to provide. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? All right, sir. That is the reason why we are providing what there comment section. All right, sir. Let me provide this information. In Java applications development, in Java applications development is a convention to provide some description. It's a convention to provide some description about the implementation before starting implementation. Right, sir. Now observe carefully. In Java applications, it's a convention to provide some description about the program, about the implementation before starting implementation, where the description includes author name, objective, other name, objective. Next one is what there? Client details, if possible. Next one is what there? Modules details, module details, comma, project information, project details. After completion of this, team details or team information, and so on and so on and so on. Understand my point here? This is convention. This is convention. But what data we are going to include, that depends on your requirement. I'll forget my point or not? Okay. But I have a question now. So what advantage I'm able to get by providing this description in my Java file? What advantage I'm able to get by providing this type of description in my Java file? That's a question now. Multiple advantages are available. Multiple advantages are available. For example, one simple situation here I'm telling you, observe carefully. You are the person, you are leading that particular project, or maybe you are dealing with this particular project. You are the developer for a particular part of the code. You feel you completed your total code. You checked your code at our local system. That's fine. Perfect. Perfectly it is running. Then every formalities are completed. Finally, you submitted your code to the team lead, for example. You submitted your part to the team lead. The team lead has taken that code. Nice. After that, it's okay. Similar to you, 10 more developers are working under the same project. The 10 more developers have completed their work. They are also be submitted that their projects to their implementation to the team lead. Finally, team lead is having how many parts of the code? Nearly 10 parts of the code. 10 individual parts are available. All right. Then what team lead has to do? No, team leader, team manager, whoever it may be, they have to combine the total individual parts as a single part. But before going to combine that individual parts as a single part, the team lead wants to review your code. The team lead wants to review your code. Understand my point here? I have a doubt. He had a doubt on a particular part of your code. He will open the Java file. When he open your Java file, directly if we understand, directly if we see the total coding part, what he is able to understand the information there. Directly if we go into the coding part, line by line, what he able to understand? At least you should know what is the purpose of this code. At least some information he has to get or not. If you provide comments, if you provide the description about our code, first he will go through the description, then he will get some information. Okay, this is a code for this particular purpose. Then he will check the total code. It's very simple to understand that code now. If you're not providing description, how are you able to understand what is the purpose of this code, how this code is written, what is the purpose of which and every, how he is able to get that information there? Yes, sir. I'll forget my point or not. So to review your code, definitely the team lead must require some information about your code at the starting point of the file. If you provide that information, team lead will review your code and team lead will check your code there. That's okay. That's the right process. Because of your team lead understanding purpose, we have to provide some description before going to start our implementation. Yes, sir. I'll forget my point or not. Remember this point here. Point number 2. For example, you are the person, you are working with the TCS. The TCS has given the salary for you is what they say. For example, as you are the freshers, for example, you are having fresher maybe 3 years of experience person you are no, you are having nearly 7 lakh per annum. For example, you are getting it. That's the payment for you. 8 lakh per annum you are getting it. Good. One fine day you had an offer from IBM. They have an offer from IBM. You are already working with the TCS. 3 years of experience you are having. Your package is what there 8 lakh per annum. All of a sudden you have an offer. You had an offer from what there IBM. You went for interview. Yes, you are selected. You are inside this IBM. Okay, but they're asking in general. They're asking there now how much you are expecting from this. Then what about your calculation? Definitely your calculation would be at my current company I'm taking what they 8 lakh per annum. Definitely we are expecting more than that. How much is the more than that? No, don't expect immediately 1 crore per annum. No, nobody will accept it, right? Then definitely if it is 8 lakh minimum we are expecting 10 lakh per annum. That is acceptable. Yes, sir. Am I right or not? Okay, then immediately you may bargain like this. Definitely bargain is going on in companies. Don't feel anything shy about it while bargaining. Definitely if you are not bargaining there, company people will get more advantage. I will tell to you how company will do business over your head. Later on I will tell to you know. But the point is what there. So definitely you are expecting like what the 10 lakh per annum. Okay. Whenever we are okay with that particular package and everything is okay, then what next one? Immediately you have to apply for resignation in our TCS. Am I right or not? Current company you have to apply for resignation. What is the reason? You know, I have better opportunity when compared with you. Or else what some other people will do there, then they will show the directly IBM offer letter to the TCS HR. My status is 10 lakh per annum. If you want to give 11 lakh per annum, then I will stay here only. Otherwise, I'll go to the IBM. And software industry, no ethics. Don't feel like this. No ethics, nothing else. Where we are getting more salary, there we are going to work. That's finished. Everything is a company. The same classes, same cabins, and same systems. Don't think much about it now. Which company is giving more amount of money? Then definitely we'll go for that company only. At the end, we are working for money only. Please remember it. Going on like that. At the end, everybody they are going to think about what their money only. Very less number of people are working for name and fame. If you are having name and fame, automatically money will come. That's okay, difference theory. That and I will provide you know. But here my point is what? You're having more package, you are able to show your resume. That means offer letter to the TCS HR. If they're willing to give 11 lakhs, you are going to stay there. Otherwise, you will go to what there? The respective company there now. Okay, TCS people are very much cool. Okay, it's okay, no problem. I don't require your services. Just next month onwards, we can leave from TCS there. They're going to select some other person there. TCS is a very good company. Always they are going to have the backup. No other companies are having such type of backups. Even though you are at a team lead position, even though you are at a project manager position, but TCS is maintaining that effectively, handle the situations effectively. At the same time, it's a very good, cool company. At the same time, they're having very good n number of backups. I'll talk about later on now. Now come for this one. Okay, you left from your company, you left from your chair in your cabin, right? When you left from your company, somebody else must come to your chair or not? Somebody else will continue your remaining part of the project or not? Understand my point clearly? Where you stopped your project, from that point onward, somebody else must continue your content or not? But how he is going to understand what we implemented and up to which part we completed our project there? How that new member has to understand that? How new member is able to understand that what is remaining and what you completed, from which point onwards he has to continue? How he is going to understand that information? If we provide some description in our Java file, he will go through that particular description, then he will understand what he is going to implement. But if you are not providing any description, how is that person is able to understand the content? Guys, all of you are following what I'm saying to you know? So because of that reason, it's a convention to provide some description before starting implementation in our Java file. That description includes what there, other name, objective of that implementation. Then after that, more technical details if you want to provide, you can provide. Then client details, project details. Then after that, what next one can know? Modules information, team information, and so on and so on and so on and so on. All the details here we are able to provide. Here, observe carefully what I'm telling to you. Here to provide the above project description. Here to provide the above project description, we have to use comment section. We have to use what there? Comment section, where we have to use comments, where we have to use what there? Comments. Right, one more minute of time. Now try to review the total point here, what I've given there. In Java applications development, it's a convention to provide some description about the implementation before starting the implementation. Where the description includes other name, objective, client details, modules details, project details, team details, and so on. Here to provide the above project description. The total concept is called as what there? Project description. To provide the above project description, we have to use what section there? Comment section. In comment section, what we are going to use? Come on, in comment section, what we are going to use? Where we have to use what there? Comments. Now I have a question. What is a comment? What is a comment? That's a point here. Comment is an unexecutable part in the application in programming. Unexecutable part in programming. Comment is a non-executable part in programming. Okay. It will provide a description it will provide a description for understanding the code. For understanding the code for the developers, it will provide description for the developers. For the developers to understand the code, right, sir? To understand the code, what exactly the code is available, then to understand that code here, we are going to provide that comments. Come again, what's the point I said to you? Comment is a non-executable part in programming. It will provide description for the developers to understand the code. The developer may be your team lead, the developer may be some other new developer, whoever it may be. Even for you also, after 1 week of time, if you want to review your code there we have to get some information there. There definitely we require that particular point. Fine. The conclusion is what there? It's a good programming practice to provide some information before going to write our code. Even in our applications also, what I will do, if you want to prepare any small program there, I'll give at least that objective of that program. The following program is representing this particular purpose. The following program is able to calculate this particular value. At least I need to give that information, then only we are going to start our program. Clear? All of you are getting it now? Right. Let's move on to the punch here. There are 3 types of comments in Java. How many types of comments in Java? 3 types of comments. What are the 3 types of comments? No, single line comment. What is the first one? No, single line comment. Second one is what there? Multi-line comment. Second one is what there? Multi-line comment. Then what about the third one? No, the third one is like what there? Documentation comment. Documentation comment. Now here, what is our responsibility? Just understanding all the 3 types of comments. Right, sir. Now the very first one is what there? Single line comment. Single line comment. So what is this single line comment actually? Right, sir. Single line comment here we are going to understand. Name itself is giving clarity. Single line comment, the name itself is giving clarity. It allows the description in a single line. It allows the complete description in how many lines? No, in a single line. Observe carefully. It allows the complete description in a single line. It allows the complete description in how many lines? No, in a single line. Right. What is the syntax of this particular one? All of you observe carefully. 2 forward slashes, and there we are going to provide some description. 2 forward slashes, there we are able to provide what there? Some description. That's it. This is a syntax of like what the single line comment. Point, simple point I'm telling you, observe carefully. Example kind of thing. For example, I'm going to take a class math. Class name is what there? Math. Then where I'm going to provide void add of int fval comma int sval. Right. So I want to give information about this particular method in a single line. Of course, here I'm going to have some number of instructions, but about this method, I want to write a single line description. It performs arithmetic addition. It performs what there? Arithmetic addition. That's it. This method is able to perform what there? Arithmetic addition. To perform arithmetic addition, this method is provided just to reflect or to give that information. Just I'm going to use what there? This single line comment. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? This is the purpose of like what there? Single line comment. That's okay, fine. All right, sir. Then what about this multi-line comment? Multi-line comment. Observe carefully. What is this? What is the meaning of this multi-line comment? No, it's very clear that the name itself is giving clarity. It is able to allow the complete description. Come on, guys. It's able to allow the complete description in more than one line. It's able to allow the complete description in more than one line. Everybody understand it now? In a single line comment, the total description is provided in a single line. In multi-line comment, the complete description is provided in how many lines? No, more than one line. What is the syntax of this particular multi-line comment? Observe carefully. Slash star. That is a start command. That means start comment. So next one is star slash. This is ending point of the comment. Between these two, here we are going to provide some description. Multiple lines of description here we can provide. How much description you want to provide, that depends on our requirement. There we can provide the description. This is like what I'm telling to you, multi-line comment. Now here we can provide description. Multi-line comment here we are able to provide. Now see this one, the same example here I'm going to provide for multi-line comment. Understand it now? Same example here I'm telling there, but the point is what there, I want to provide some other details. Public int, public int, add fl, comma, int sval. Then after that, after completion of some logic here, we are going to return some value. What value here we are going to return? Fl plus sval, semicolon. Right, sir. Now I want to give some details about this particular method. What details here I'm going to provide there? Now here we are going to use star, slash star and star slash. Now inside this, I want to provide like what there? Name of the method. Method name is what there? Add. Observe carefully. Purpose of this method. What is the purpose of this method? To perform arithmetic addition. Arithmetic addition operation. Then after this, params. What are the params actually? What are the parameters from this particular method? If you understand the parameters, fl comma sval. Then after that, fl comma sval. Next one is what there? Param data types. Param data types. Like here, what these param data types? Actually, under the params only, we are going to cover the data types also in general. Now here we are going to provide like what there? Int fl comma int sval. Then after that, what next one can know? Return value. What is the return value here? We are going to provide there int. Int is a return type. Can understand it clearly. Like this, any type of details here we can provide. Different details here we are able to provide. Now this is like what there multi-line comment what we are providing. As all of you are getting clarity on this, these are not like any non-programming part. It's a part of the programming only. We are moving towards programming part. Understand it clearly. So all these basics here we have to understand. Right. Now tell me, sir. All of you now tell me how many types of comments are available? 3 types. What are the 3 types now? Single line comment, multi-line comment, documentation comment. What is single line comment now? Tell me. It allows the complete description in how many lines now? In a single line. What is the syntax of the single line comment? 2 forward slashes and some description. Example already here we provided. Right, sir. Then what is this multi-line comment? It allows the complete description in more than one line. So there also the syntax. What is the syntax of this multi-line comment? Slash star, some description, star slash. Then what next one here? About this multi-line comment I've given some example. All of you okay or not? Next one is important. Put more concentration. This is specific to Java. Single line comment, multi-line comments are available in all programming languages. Okay, but documentation comment is specific to Java. Put more concentration. Now the third one is what there after this documentation comment. Right. Now the third one is like what there documentation comment. So what is the meaning of this documentation comment? Documentation comment. Right, sir. It allows the complete description. It allows the complete description in more than one page. It allows the complete description in what there more than one page. The complete description is provided in more than one page. Then what is the syntax of this documentation comment? What is the syntax of this documentation comment? Now observe carefully. Double star we have to provide. Ending symbol is star slash only. In a documentation comment, starting comment is what there slash double star. Ending comment is what there star slash. Inside this we have to provide some description. We have to provide some description. But here there is a condition. What is that condition here? Every line must be provided, must be started with a star. Every line of the comment must be provided with what there? With a star. Every line must be provided with what there? Star. And so on. Total number of instructions. Pages and pages of document here we can prepare. But this is a syntax here we have to follow. Come again, all of you know. Documentation call is documentation comment. It allows the complete description in more than one page. What is the syntax? No, slash double star, and every line must be started with what there? Star and star slash. This is like what there? Documentation comment. Okay, fine. For single line comment, I give an utilization part. For multi-line comment also, I have given like what the utilization part. But what about the utilization process? Utilization part for this documentation comment, all of you observe carefully. I'm giving one small point here. Observe carefully. In Java applications, we will use documentation comments. We will use documentation comments to prepare API documentation. We will use documentation comments to prepare what their API documentation for our application. Right, so documentation comments will be used in the preparation of the API documentation for our application. API documentation. Then immediately we are having a question. Sir, what is that API document? I'm not aware about it. Yeah, don't worry. I'll give some information to you. Try to understand it clearly. API documentation. It is a document in the form of, it is a document in the form of .txt file. Text file also be a document. Doc file. Doc file. Document also be is also a documentation. Doc file. Next one is a .pdf file. Yes, PDF file is also a document. Comma .html file. Yes, .html file is also be like what there? A document. .pdf file or maybe .html file, and so on and so on and so on. So many documents are available. Anything. It may be anything. Okay, but what it will provide? It will provide description. It will provide description about the programming elements. It will provide description about the programming elements like variables, methods, classes, abstract classes, interfaces, and so on and so on and so on, which we have used in the present Java file. That's it. All of you please read out the statement here what I have given. What is the meaning of this API document? No, there we are able to get some clarity. It is a document in the form of .txt file, .doc file, .pdf file, .html file. It will provide description about the programming elements like variables, methods, classes, abstract class, interfaces, and so on, which we have used in the present Java file, which we have used in the present Java file. Which we have used in what their present Java file. Is that all of you are getting clarity on this point? This is like what I'm telling you, API documentation. Just I want to show that the use case about this API documentation. Now let me provide some point here, some simple like program I'm going to take now, but don't think too much about this program here. Even no need to have any thought like why I'm preparing this class, why I'm preparing this variables. No, don't have any such kind of thing. No, only the point is what there. I'm going to write the program for the sake of API documentation. I'm going to write the program for the sake of what there? API documentation. Understand it clearly now? Right, so now let me prepare a program. Yeah, now don't worry. Now here I have taken employee class, public class employee, for example. Inside this, int envo string ename, or as maybe better to declare, let me declare with the public, then public string ename, public float esal, public string eaddr. Overall, I've taken how many variables here I've taken there? 4 variables here I've taken. Public int envo, public string ename, public float esal, public string eaddr. They are the 4 variables that we have taken. Then after this, public employee of int envo. That's okay, fine. Public employee of int envo comma string ename. All these are constructors. These are what they're constructors. First I have taken variables. Next I'm going to take what they're constructors. Public employee int envo comma string ename comma float esal. Next one is public employee of int envo comma string ename comma float esal comma string eaddr. Like this. Overall, how many constructors here I have taken there? 4 constructors here I have taken. Alright, after this, I'm going to take some methods. What methods here I'm going to take now? Observe carefully. Public void add employee method here I have taken. Int envo comma and string ename comma and float esal comma and string eaddr. Just open and close it. This is add method, add employee. I want to add this employee details into the database. That logic I'm going to keep inside what there add employee method. Nice. After that, public string or else maybe public void search employee into envo. Public void update employee. Now inside this again here we are going to provide some data into envo comma string ename comma float esal comma string eaddr. Update employee. Next one is what there public void delete employee into envo. That's it. These are all like what there my employee class here I've taken. Now just I required like what there I want to copy this total code here. I want to paste this example employee dot java. That's a file here we have taken. This is my Java class. Again and again I'm telling there I've written this program just for the sake of preparing API documentation, not having any other intention to write this program. I said, all of you are getting clarity on this. I've written this program only to prepare API documentation. Don't have any question like why this class employee is written, how these variables are provided, how we are taking this int string, float string, what is the meaning of constructors, what is the purpose of these methods. Don't have such kind of questions. Just I prepared this program for the sake of preparing API documentation. Okay, fine. Now, observe carefully. Now here, if you want to prepare API documentation for the above employee.java file, I'm going to prepare something else like what there emp employee.txt. If I feel employee.txt is in a document for this particular employee Java file, if it is a case now here we are going to provide class name. What is the name of the class here? There we can provide the information now. Next one is what there access modifier. Access modifier in the sense like what there public is an access modifier. After completion of this super class, no explicit super class is available. No explicit super class. Observe carefully. No explicit super class. After completion of this no explicit superclass, what we are getting there? Variables information, variables details. What variables are available inside this? Like what there? Inside this particular document, inside this particular employee.java. Now here we can understand. First of all, variable name. First variable is what there? ENO. Variable data type. What is the data type of the variable? No, int. Access modifier of the data type. Access modifier. Public is like what there? Access modifier. After completion of this, any value, no value is available. This is one variable. Now here, similarly, we are going to have another variable. Variable name. Now what next one here? No, this is like what there? E name. Variable type is like what there? It's a string. Variable access modifier is what there? Public. It's okay, fine. Next one is like what there? Variable name is like what there? ESAL. But variable data type is like what there? We are able to provide float, public. Next one is what there? Variable name is like what there? EADDR. And variable type is like what there? String type. Then after this public and so on. Methods information, constructors information, constructors details. Similarly, what next one here? No, methods details. Similarly, what details here we are able to provide there? Methods details, constructors details, and as well as like what there? Methods details here we are able to get. Is it? All of you are getting clarity on this point now? What I am telling to you, observe carefully. So API documentation point here we understood. Inside this API documentation content now, we are able to provide some description about our program. What is the description about our program here? If we understand this point clearly, now we can observe carefully the description about the program is something else like what there. Something else like what there. All right, sir. Now, first of all, here we provided employee.txt. Now I provided this total document in the form of txt file. Understand my point here? In the form of txt file, I provided here. Manually, I'm doing that. Understand my point? That's why I've written what there? txt file. Inside this txt file, I've written class name, access modifier, superclass, and implemented interfaces, variables information, all variables, individual details. No. After that, constructors details. After completion of this, what next one? No. Methods details. Like this, we are able to prepare the complete document. Document here, we are able to prepare. Yes, sir. Got it or not? What I'm telling you. Now, only one class here I've taken employee.java. For that employee.java, I prepared this API documentation with the API documentation with how much time here? No, the lot of time or might be less time, more time or less time, more time, definitely more time. I provided here. A simple class, only 4 properties, 4 constructors and 4 methods. Lot of time I have taken here. Even here I given information about only variables, methods and constructors information. Just I given a note. That's my point here. For only one class, if we take this much of time to prepare API documentation, how is it possible for you to prepare API documentation for the entire project? That entire project contains maybe thousands of classes, hundreds of classes, lakhs of classes. How is it possible for you to prepare API documentation throughout the project, which contains more and more number of classes? Is it possible by hand? Is it possible manually to prepare API documentation? Understand my point clearly? So there, because of that reason, Java has provided an alternative. Because of this reason, Java has provided an alternative that we are going to understand. Observe carefully. Like above, providing API documentation manually for the applications is a difficult task and it is a time-taking process. Is a difficult task for the developers and it is what their time-taking process. So here, to simplify the API documentation creation, here to simplify the API documentation creation, Java has provided, observe carefully, Java has provided a predefined tool internally, that is a predefined tool internally, that is what there, javadoc. javadoc. That's a predefined command which is provided by Java software internal. Come again. Please read out this statement here. What I have given there. Like above, preparing API documentation. Preparing API documentation manually for the applications is a difficult task, and it is a time-taking process. Okay, here to simplify the API documentation creation, to simplify the preparation of the API documentation, Java has provided a predefined tool internally. Java has provided a predefined tool internally in the form of a command, in the form of a predefined command, in the form of a predefined command, javadoc. Javadoc is a command here we are going to use. Then what this javadoc is able to provide API documentation. Note up a point here I'm telling to you. The javadoc command, the javadoc command is able to provide, the javadoc command is able to provide API documentation in the form of HTML files. The javadoc command is able to provide API documentation in the form of what files? HTML files. Everybody understand the point clearly what I'm telling you. Right, sir. Now, in Java software, javadoc is a command which is provided by Java software to prepare API documentation in a simplified manner. In very simplified manner, to prepare API documentation, Java has provided a predefined command, that is what there, javadoc. Sir, clear? All of you are getting clarity on this? Okay, fine. The javadoc command is able to prepare API documentation in the form of HTML files. Then how is it possible to provide this one? I'm going to show some programming part here. Don't practice this. Why? Because even you don't know how to install Java software and how to use Java software, but don't practice it now. Just for understanding purpose only, I'm doing this work, but try to understand it. Don't practice it. Just try to observe the content. That's it. Once we completed first program development, then come back to this location, then we can practice, but not immediately. Just understand the content here. Right, sir. All of you now tell me. Previously, I prepared a program. What program I prepared, sir? Now tell me. Employee Java class here I've taken. Employee.java file I created. Inside this employee.java, how many variables I've taken? 4 variables I've taken. How many constructs here I've taken there? 4 constructs I've taken. How many methods here I've taken there? 4 methods here I've taken. This is my program. Total strength of the program is like this. Okay, now it's okay, fine. All right, now I want to prepare API documentation. Let's assume this employee.java file is available at a particular location in my system. The location is what there? E:/documents location. Come on, sir. At which location there? E:/documents location. There only employee.java file is available. Isn't it? Is that point is clear? Employee.java file is available at which location? No? At which location there? E:/documents location. Clear or not? Assume like this, but I'm using MacBook as of now. Locations may not be same as it is. Location may be different, but assume that E:/documents location I'm going to prepare. I prepared my program. There I'm going to prepare API documentation. Can I go for it? Can I go for it now? Right, sir. Now if I want to prepare that API documentation, first of all, I must go to my terminal actually. Yeah, of course, now this is my terminal. Don't worry. Again, then when I'm going to use that first application development, there I'm going to use how to use Windows and how to install Java software, how to do programming with Windows and everything I will show that, right? On the theoretical part, I'm discussing with what there? MacBook. Just try to understand it now. All right, so now here, first of all, I have to find where my program is available. All right, so now let me go for it. CD documents, CD apps, then CD, the next one is what there? Full stack Java 6 p.m. At 6 p.m. location, I provided that. Then after that, CD, let me list out the elements here. Yeah, core Java 6 p.m. I think so. Core Java 6 p.m. Right, sir. Now here what we are having employee.java. Now it is not available. I think so. Just give a minute of time. Java 6 p.m. Not core Java 6 p.m. Java 6 p.m. Okay, fine. I'm going to come out from this. Okay, fine. Core Java 6 p.m. Now I should come back. What I have to do? Right, sir. Now just give a minute of time. Don't worry. Right, sir. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Now here, what I have to do now? This now here I need to have what there employee.java file is existed here. All right, sir. Now here, now we are at this particular location, Java 6 p.m. In that location, there only I saved employee.java. Okay, fine. Now what I'm going to do here inside this, for this Java file, I want to prepare documentation, API documentation I want to prepare. For that purpose, we have to use javadoc command. In which way we are using Java C command for compilation. In which way we are using Java command for execution. Similarly, Java doc command. Java doc space file name employee.java. Java doc command space file name I provided here. Observe carefully. Right, sir. Now please read out these statements here. What we are getting now? Loading source file employee.java. Constructing what now? Tell me. Constructing Java doc information, building index for all the packages. Okay, which version of the Java I'm using? Actually 17th version. Actually at present in my system, what version is available? 17th version is available. Building tree for the packages and classes. That's okay. But now tell me, what next one? Come on, what next one? You know, employee.html. That means employee class, the total documentation is going to be provided through what there? .html. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? The next one is comments are not available. That's why we are getting employee, some EADD or ename, ECL, and so on and so on and so on. Some warning message only. But finally, here we are getting, if you observe this bottom, here we are getting like what? What we are getting there? All HTML files here we are getting or not? Means that my API documentation is provided in the form of what files? HTML file. Java doc command is able to provide the complete description in the form of like what files? No, HTML file. Can I open that HTML file now? Can I open that employee.html file? If you want to open that employee.html file, first of all, we have to go for like what there? The location. At which location here we provided the document here, we must go to that location first. Right, sir. Now understand it clearly. What is that location here I'm telling there? First of all, apps. Inside this apps, what we are having there, full stack Java 6 p.m. Inside the Java 6 p.m. There we are having that all the content here we are getting there. Now what I required, you know, employee.html is required. Right click on it and open with some Chrome. Now this is a browser. Now all of you observe carefully. I incremented this size here. Font I incremented. No. Now tell me, what is the class, sir? Now tell me. Now tell me, for which class we prepared this API documentation? Employee class. Now class employee we are getting it or not? Okay. Inside the class, fields in the sense variables. Fields in the sense what? There variables. Now tell me, how many variables are provided? No, 4 variables. Their list is available or not? ENO, ENAME, ECL and EADDR. Their data types are also be provided. Next one is constructors summary. How many constructs are provided actually? 4 constructors. All the 4 constructs are listed or not? Yes, we are getting constructors details. Methods. How many methods we provided there? 4 methods here we provided. Add employee, search employee, delete employee, update employee. All these methods information we are getting it or not? Just only these are the lists only. But each and every variable, each and every method, and each and every constructor in detailed information is also available. Every constructor, every method, every variable in detailed information is also be available. Now let us understand it clearly. ENO, ENAME, ESAL, EADDR, variables, internal, in detailed information. Constructors, this is one parameter constructor. This is two parameterized constructor. This is three parameterized. This is four parameterized constructor. After completion of this, methods. What methods are available here now? Add employee methods. Next one is what their search employee. Next one is what their update employee, delete employee. Like this here, we are having some methods. Yes, sir. All of you are getting my points or not? So in this way, here we are able to prepare API documentation for our programs directly by using javadoc command. Now tell me, it's a fraction of second to get API documentation or not? But previously, if you want to prepare that API documentation with manually, how much time it is going to take? No. So because of that reason, javadoc is a predefined command which is provided by Java software to prepare API documentation in the form of HTML files for our programs. Right. Now let me give some information of it. Right. So now example code, have I taken this example code here? We have taken that example code. All right. Now here I'm going to provide the same content here. All right, javadoc command is able to provide API documentation in the form of like what there HTML files. Now let me provide this content. Then before that, again here I'm going to take now. As is this program here I'm going to take. Again, I want to take this program. For our understanding purpose, I'm going to take this program now. Example, e:/documents. All right, there. Then what I'm telling there, directly slash employee.java program is available. Now here we have to compile the program. To compile this program here, what we are providing there. Now here we have to provide e:/documents. There we have to provide like what there javadoc. Right, sir. Now let me some warning messages here we are getting. We don't require that warning messages. No. Let me remove these warning messages here. We don't require that. Because of not providing comments actually, that's the reason why it's giving some warning message. No, finally here we are getting this content. Okay, all right, sir. This is clearly the way to prepare what their API documentation for our program. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? Okay, not only this, I'm giving clarity for you. Java predefined library is available. Predefined classes, predefined methods, predefined variables, predefined interfaces, total predefined library is available. For that predefined library also API documentation is available, which is provided by Sun Microsystems or Oracle Corporation. For Java predefined library also API documentation is available. Or not? But how to use that API documentation for our programming? Okay, how to use API documentation for our programming, and what is the relation with the documentation comment with API documentation? That all the concepts there we are going to understand. That's it. That part I want to discuss with you on tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll go for like what there. Tomorrow one first half an hour topic. I'm going to extend the same thing. Why? Because relation between API documentation and documentation comment. So far I have not given any relation between these two. Documentation comment I discussed separately. API documentation I'm providing separately. Now tomorrow I'm going to provide the link between these two. How API documents are useful in the API how documentation comments are useful in the preparation of what their API documentation. Right, sir. I want to wind up this. Now tell me, finally, what concepts here we understood today? Programming format we started. In programming format, how many parts are available? 5 parts. What are the 5 parts? Now tell me. Comment section, package section, import section, classes or interfaces section, main class section. Out of all these 5, which are optional and which are mandatory? Now tell me. Which phase are optional, which phase is mandatory? First 4 are optional. Comment section, package section, import section, class and interfaces section is what there? Optional. But which one is mandatory? Main class section is mandatory. After that, what is the purpose of the comment section here? We understood. Okay, fine. To provide some description about the program, that's nice. How many types of comments are available in Java? 3 types of comments. What are the 3 types of comments? No, single line comment, multi-line comment, documentation comment. Single line comment allows only one line of description. Multi-line comment allows multiple, more than one line of description. But documentation comment is able to allow pages and pages, not one page, pages and pages of the documentation kernel. That's okay, fine. In Java, how is it possible to prepare API documentation? What command is provided by Java software? Javadoc command is provided by Java software to prepare what their API documentation. Right or not? Okay. Right, sir. Then the extension part I'll discuss with you tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to see the content. Again, I'm telling there. Once if I complete this total introduction part, if I complete this like what there, this total programming format topic, you have to appear for an exam. I'll conduct one written test. There you are going to evaluate. I'll evaluate the papers and I'm able to display our results also on notice boards. Got it? What I'm telling there. Take it serious and prepare well for this content. Entire document is available with you. Try to study the each and every part. Theory only. The first unit is theory only. No programming. Second unit onwards, programming will start. Second part onwards, programming will start. So we should be ready for it. That's it. That's all for today. We'll meet on tomorrow. Thank you. Yeah, guys. Then very soon the link is going to be expired. Then please try to register if you are not yet registered for the classes. No. Right. Directly. Then if you want to talk with your admin people there, directly you can talk with our admin people regarding that issue. So they are the numbers which are available for our admin people there. Directly you can call with them. Okay. Yeah, especially this number where our admin people are available there regarding my courses. No, just directly you can talk with them. Yeah, some people are asking about this one. Hmm. For API documentation, no? Yeah, I understood your question, no? But if you attend tomorrow's class, you'll get more clarity. Why I'm using this? I'll show practically the same question. Yeah, 8:30 to 10 a.m. But in the future, not immediately. In the future, there is a chance to take the class at 7 o'clock, 7 to 8:30, but not immediately. It may take some time. This time is max fixed, but not immediately. Maybe the moment when I'm going to start advanced Java, by the time I may take your class at 7 to 8:30, maybe that time. Okay, that's it. Before starting advanced Java class, the timing is very same. But when I'm going to start advanced Java, there I'm going to take your class at 7 to 8:30. I'll start your advanced Java at 8:30. I have a plan for it. Okay, sir. Good. Thank you. Thanks a lot.